What's up, guys? Welcome to Among the Fence, my YouTube channel writing music reviews. My name is Aaron, and today it is time for New Music Friday, where I take a look at some of the new releases coming out throughout the week of January 21st. Last week was like a deathcore overload, coming out with stuff from Darko. We had a new album from Fit for Autopsy, and then I'm still working on a lot of stuff from last week. I have the Shadow of Intent album review coming out this weekend as well. And while it was basically deathcore's time to shine, this week it seems like it's more of a hardcore, metalcore kind of weekend, it seems like. First up is Comeback Kid's new album titled Heavy Steps. I'm pretty excited about this one. I didn't think I would be. They have a song called Cross, which features Joe Duplantier. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. He's the vocalist and the rhythm guitar player for Gojira. It sounds like a really weird pairing, having Gojira and Comeback Kid mixed together, but it works so well. The song was so well written for it, and I'm really curious to see what the rest of the album is going to hold. They have two other singles that they released, but I'm trying to stay away from them. That way I go into this album as fresh as could be, and I will probably be working on reviewing this one sometime next week. Great American Ghosts released a new EP titled Torture World. The last time I listened to this band was in like 2017 when they came out with Hatred Stems from the Seed, which was an absolute banger of an album. It was very heavy, very aggressive. The songwriting in it was actually very well done. And this is one of the better modern hardcore bands that it just seems like they haven't blown up, at least not yet. They're gaining a little bit more popularity, but man, they're just like a hidden gem in the hardcore realm, it seems like. And I love this album cover where it looks like it's just a straight up death metal band, but then when you listen to it, it's completely different. We also have a new EP from Asking Alexandria titled The Never Gonna Learn EP. That's right, EP is actually part of the title of this EP's name. It's kind of a weird progression for this band. If you go back to the earlier stuff, their earlier albums like Death to Destiny, you get more of a metalcore, hardcore feel with distorted vocals and heavy breakdowns. And once you get up to current Asking Alexandria, it's more like dad rock and try hard attempts at arena rock. So that's basically what I would expect to get from this album. And it seems like this band has more or less devolved, and they've actually gotten worse in their songwriting, and their talent just doesn't shine through anymore. They're just getting worse and worse. And it seems like other bands that have kind of made this switch, I wouldn't necessarily say they sound better or I like them more, but for instance, Architects, if you go to their earlier stuff, it's quite a bit heavier, more in your face, more aggressive. To their last album, For Those That Wish to Exist, it's basically the same kind of progression, but they just did it better and it sticks a lot more. It's like Asking Alexandria is trying to jump onto the bandwagon of radio rock, and they just can't figure it out. They can't figure out how to find their own identity in it, which is very hard to do. And I feel like this EP is people are probably going to love it, but diehard fans are just going to flop so hard. And we get a new track from ERRA titled Nigh to Silence, and this is it. This is the one thing that could just make my year the best thing ever. And I expect this song to be absolutely beautiful, the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. This band won Album of the Year last year with their self-titled album. It hasn't even been a full year yet. I think they came out with that album sometime in like mid-March, give or take. So they're on top of it. And this is a band that just keeps evolving. This is a good example of a band that takes their original sound and just learns, they just know how to run with it. And they've kind of switched genres a little bit. They've done different things here and there. They've gone through 3 different singers so far, but they just keep killing it with every single release. And Jesse Cash, who is the songwriter, I guess you could call him the rhythm guitar player and the clean vocalist, is just a fantastic songwriter. And I feel like this is a band that just keeps growing and growing and growing and getting better and better and better. And I don't think that's gonna like reach a peak anytime soon. So yeah, with this song, I expect it to be better, or at least just right on par with some of the best songs that we heard off of their self-titled album. We also have new tracks from Belmont, Caliban, Ocean Grove, Wolves at the Gate, Ghost, and The Halo Effect. And there's a lot of stuff that came out this week. A couple more tracks, EPs, and a few more albums. So I'm sure I missed something that you guys are looking forward to. So leave a comment below letting me know what it is. And while you're down there, don't forget to leave a comment letting me know as you review next. I'm trying to bring back Request Wednesdays, trying to make that a consistent thing again. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. Please consider subscribing and ringing the bell icon, especially if you leave a request, that way you don't miss out on it, because sometimes, unfortunately, that does end up happening and people just keep requesting the same thing even after I do the video, and it just makes me sad. It does a lot to help me, to help you, to help me, and it just makes me feel good about myself. And I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day or night, whenever you have been watching this, and I will talk to you guys next time.
I was trying